Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Laundry % Challenge Run, the livestream series where we are trying to complete Trails of Cold Steel 1's Nightmare Mode without ever
middle of June.
Changing our starting gear. And if you want to watch these challenge runs on your own time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boop that bell button to stay notified. And hey Copper Nicholson, thank you so much for dropping by, and welcome Datbots, greetings! Hey, the Archive, welcome everybody, how's it going you guys? If you're wondering why we're starting in the middle of the cutscene, it's because last stream, we finished Chapter 2, and my goodness, that... the fight against those two giant wolf dodos took forever. And I apologize for going late that night, chat. I just really wanted to get past that boss fight if we could, and... and I'm glad we did, because now we get to return to the school and hopefully have some fun character moments. Will we get another cutscene with Madam President? Only time will tell. And yes, happy Star Wars Day, everyone. May the 4th be with you. Ooh, you're 45 stars into the jump list. Nice job, that boss.
With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista.
Ooh, we're in the middle of summer. Interesting. Wait, if it's summer, does that mean we just have a lot of free time? I wonder. Ah, fair enough, Copper Nicholson. And that's a good point, the Arch guy. It's not just Regnitz, it's Regnitz with like the long R's. Exactly, you got it. He has a very good voice actor, I agree, he does. And
with our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life.
You got that paperwork done? Nice job, Nicholson. And I'm glad to hear you're excited for that, and I'm excited to see what we get to do in our free time this time around.
But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
Oh no. Is Sarah actually going to teach us something?
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exam.
Oh, that's right! We have to do these. You see your class on way like, ah!
I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much.
It's not like you ever help us anyway.
But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class!
And everyone proceeds to just bomb the test. I'm sorry, no, to do really, really poorly on the test. Just to prove how bad of an instructor Sarah is.
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you became our teacher.
Reed, is Fee starting to rub off on you a little bit? Because you just said a completely accurate comment.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Oh, I'm not too worried about that.
Oh,
Most of you tend to
amazing.
get pretty high grades anyway.
Wow, Sarah. Also, looks like we have a message to read as Apollo, so 1 second. Read a message as Apollo. It is a period of civil war. Rebel ships striking from a hidden base have won their first victory against the evil Crostodian Empire. During the battle, rebel spies managed to steal secret plans to the Empire's ultimate weapon in the Death Age, an armored space station with the power to destroy an entire planet's economy and all blue hedgehogs. Pursued by Darth Gotham, the boring, Princess Leia races his home aboard her starship with the stolen plans that can save her people and restore freedom to the galaxy. This is Laundry %. This is the story of Crossroad.
I can hardly wait to see how.
Oh, that's really well done, Copper Nicholson. I'm impressed. And it's very fitting for today, because it is Star Wars Day. Which also is kinda by stream lore. This is a we in our stream lore we call Trails of Cold Steel a Star Wars game just because there's way too many coincidences between this game and the Star Wars lore.
Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday.
Oh no.
Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
So I'm curious as to how this whole midterm exam thing is going to work. Is it going to be like a bunch of multiple choice questions? Or will we have some fill in the blank? Will it be another practical exam?
Oh, the summer this week is so
Yeah, pretty much. Class 7 is the bad batch, yes, exactly. They're different and wear red, yep.
I can almost taste the tedium.
Thank you, Fee. It's even going to be more tedious than it usually is around here.
Not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
That's what you think, Machias, but I've been studying really, really hard this semester.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway,
At least Laura's looking
I know
forward to
it's
this.
only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today.
Oh yeah, Reed's hair is like the color of the clones in
You guys can
what's it
stay here and
called?
study,
Star Wars, yeah.
or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you.
Yo, Blue Drovile! Welcome! Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? We're about to start, apparently, the preparation for our first midterm exams in this game, and I have no idea what to expect.
Yes, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Oh jeez, what should I do? I could stand to bone up on just about everything, honestly, but my biggest worry is math. Right now is math. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think it would help. See? Oh, Rickboard, welcome. How's it going? That's fair. That's perfectly fine, but also cool too. Well done. You came in at the best possible moment, didn't you? I know. 0 contest. It's an expression, cool too. I think it needs to get ready for something. Oh, yo, you took your last exam of the semester. That's awesome, Blue Grovile. Congratulations on finishing your semester then. And, isn't this cool, Chad? It's cool to see Machias now taking a more active role in helping other members of the class now that we've helped resolve some of the things, with him during the most recent field study. Good character development. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare, though. Oh, you mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weakness is Erebonian history, I guess. I doubt that comes as a huge surprise to anyone, considering I'm not from around here. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some finer points. Oh, I can aid you with that, if you'd like. Though in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. No. Would you like to study with me, Fee? I guess so. Not that it really matters anyway. I could finish the entire exam in under a minute, with hardly even batting an eye. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Well, of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. What? Laura? I'll see you all later. I wonder what that could be. Because Laura seems to be pretty on top of things, at least combat-wise. Huh, well, what's up with her? He just doesn't care! Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. What? Laura knows too much, Reen. She can't go spilling the secret to everyone that I'm secretly a cat. Hold on. 1 second, chat. There's another message to read. Yep, Twitch said your meme was... so basically Blue But it seems we have another message to read. And this one, read a message as Sarah. Turmoil has engulfed the Erebonian Empire. The taxation of aid sales to outlying star systems is in dispute. Hoping to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly star battleships, the greedy Copper Nicholson brand has stopped all shipping to the small community college of Naboo. While the Congress of the chat endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, the Colonel Sanders has secretly dispatched 2 Jedi Knights, Sarah and Fee, the guardians of peace and justice in the galaxy, to settle the conflict. I'm only a Jedi Knight? How dare you underestimate me, Copper Nicholson? For that, I'm going to take another nap. That was pretty good, Copper Nicholson, though. I'll give you that. Hey, Rain? Huh? What was it? Heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want. I wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come and join you guys a bit later. If... Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later. Because all this down the moment we do not grant her the right to master. Are you saying I'm Anakin Skywalker? But I don't want to have a character flaw. I'm a cat. That's enough of a character flaw already. Well, wait, no. Being a cat isn't a character flaw. It's existence. It's understanding existence in its entirety. Oh, interesting. The Archguy, you're thinking Laura and Fee might have some fallout? If that were to happen, my question is why? And the only thing I can think of right now, and as hilarious as it sounds, is that I think I'm still holding on to my theory that Fee is a cat. that Laura somehow found out. Either that, or maybe Fee is teaching Laura combat techniques, or maybe there's some lingering argument between them. I don't know. But oh, you know what it could be now I'm thinking about it? Fee was a mercenary, if we're recalling correctly. And Laura wants to fight for honor, and maybe there's, like, some conflict it's in that regard, because Fee, at least in theory, could have done stuff simply for money or prestige, whereas Laura wants to do it for some sense of honor. Comprehensive believes Fee is a Sith Lord. I don't have cookies, though. Bonding certain characters will allow you to stay with them. Oh, interesting. When you run out of bonding points, it's time of the day. Oh, interesting. Because it's a Sith Lord. You know what? No, that's a good point, the Archar. Laura is a workaholic, whereas Fee literally does nothing. Or seems to do nothing, and yet Fee seems to be very competent in everything, whereas Laura still needs to train on different points. So maybe there's some tension there, too. Alright, so apparently part of this is... Oh, day before? Okay, so we choose who we study with. I don't know what to expect yet! You have the high sand, oh no. We can choose anyone. Ooh, that is interesting. We can literally choose anyone, even Sarah. Sarah would be a mistake. But Sarah's in the old schoolhouse. Sarah's just being sus again, chat. I keep saying... No, it is not Sarah time. Sarah is in the old schoolhouse. But you know who time it is for? Alright, chat, look who's available. You all know who we're going to first, chat. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point who we'd be going to first, since we have the chance to. Fair. I'll just study. What are you doing here? Are we going to study on, like, a bike ride or something? Because that's literally what this... Why am I forgetting her name? That's literally what this character does, is she's always riding her motorcycle. Just always. Anyway, Angie, that's right. Thank you for a while. Oh, hi, Rain. How goes the studying? I suppose it's probably fine. But these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm more than a little nervous, especially since I don't understand the game mechanics. Ah, first years. How innocent. It doesn't help that military academies have a lot of subjects other schools don't, but you'll get used to it. That's true. Combat studies and military science, to name the two. Oh, and you're going to want to make sure that you're ready for the political economics exam, too. A what? Wait, a political economics exam? I heard that they have a special on inflation and eggs this time, and Ree's just head exposed like, oh no. Why is that? Oh, well, it's Mustache Man's subject. That's not a very nice thing to call Vice Principal Heinrich, Angie. He does seem like the type to write ridiculously hard exam. Oh my... Reed's face right now! If that isn't the face of utter disappointment, I don't know what is. Oh, I know. How about I give you a hand studying for it? If you're free, at least. Aww. Are you sure? Of course. You're always helping me out, right? Political economics, it's Toa's strongest subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. I know, first face is always fun. Read my beloved, oh no. I see, cool too. Study with Toa? This will consume a study point. Let me think about that. Reed, do you even need a no option when you're with me? I guess not. Well, if you're offering, I'd really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it. I sure am. Let's get started then. Aw, she's so excited. This is... I approve. This is very wholesome. I approve. And thus, Rin and Toa's study session began. Most of the stuff I was unsure about makes a lot more sense now. And it all happened in the background, so that's probably not a good sign. That's good to hear. We should probably go over some current affairs, too. Like, for example, the inflation caused by mass selling of eggs. Oh, don't even remind me, Toa. For an exam? Yeah, the vice principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into his exams. Oh, lore time, that's good. This year, maybe we should go over some recently enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing you put in there. Just so most people could be caught off guard, get it wrong, and get lectured at for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws. Oh, the Financial Transactions Act from last year is one of the best known, I suppose. Oh no! I was joking about the AIDS inflation thing, but come on, there actually was a Financial Transactions Act. Henry, I don't have to be the first to remind you that selling eggs at the local town stores will run them out of business, and then we won't have any food. But if it's necessary to beat the challenge run, I guess it's okay. It requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risks when selling those stocks or securities. A number of people have suffered massive losses buying shares lately, so it was passed to keep people informed. A number of people suffered massive losses! Buying shares of what? Eggs? Shares of Sunny Side Up? Like, sounds familiar, doesn't it, chat? Oh no! Go on! So that's the history behind the Financial Transactions Act. I wonder why. Well, then there's Imperial Transportation Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was last year, too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners, but car accidents were getting out of hand. Is that like Waltel? Never share my eggs, no. People that rich buying egg shares at the sellers are malding because they didn't wait. I know, right? And that was especially true in Heimdall, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to remember that. And then there's the Provisional Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you can think of. In other words, a fancy name for the much reviled tax increases. They're being enacted in the provinces, almost doubling land and business taxes. You probably at least heard about them. I have, yeah. It seemed like a pretty major topic back in college. Maybe the Archdice. I mean, tax increases are a very touchy subject, but I don't think this alone would be enough for that, the Archdice. I think it's a combination of things. Like, this could certainly be part of it, but I genuinely think it's more of a... At the fundamentals, it comes down to a concern of power. Whereas before, I think the four main houses had all the power, but now it seems like it's being centralized among the Emperor. So this is more like adding fuel to the fire, I would say. Well, if he's going to get a question about recent law, it's probably going to be about one of these three. Hopefully that'll be some help at least. Even if none of them come up, you've really helped me out. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Thank you both for all of your help. I didn't do anything at all. I'm just hanging out. Well, if there's anything else you want to know, let me know. I'd be happy to help. Thanks, I will. Cute! Yes! And our bond strengthened. I approve. I approve. Well, that was point number 1. Now, do we have any bonus dialogue? I'm curious to see how the tests will treat you. Just make use of everything you've learned and you should be fine. Okay. I know, happy Reed is a cute Reed, and I don't think there's any time Reed's happier than when he's with Toa. Good luck on your midterms. I'll be wishing you the best. Like, see, look at that, Chad, look at that! Like, she's not even in her class and she's cheering us on. I guess if you want to get real technical about the Archdice, yes, bonding with Toa, Crow, and Sarah is from a gameplay perspective, useless. But from a lore perspective and from a shipping perspective, it is worth it. So that's why we do it this way, because even if this is a challenge run, chat, I am going to go for the ship that I feel the most invested in, and right now that is definitely Toa. So, oh, remember, look over your notes early and often. You don't want to get flustered on the exam and forget everything and fail. Well, that was a bit random. Okay. Is that implying that that's happened to Toa in the past? Like, maybe she... Hold on, let's reread that. Hold on. So, look over your notes early and often. Don't want to get flustered on the exam. I'm guessing that's happened to her at some point. Which might be all the more reason she's such a hard worker, because that failure might have motivated her. I know, Dr. Sputnik, I know, we have to... I mean, there's gotta be some payoff of some kind to romancing any of the characters. I mean, in Persona, what they usually do is they have some kind of, like, unique cutscene for you and, we'll say, your one true, the person you decide to romance with. So, I'm imagining that will be the case here. But yeah, so I think that's what we did with Toa. Now, the real question, who else do we study with? I'm tempted to go with Fee and Laura, Chad, but I know that Elliot and Gaius offered, and it makes me wonder if maybe they have, useful information. Well, since we are here, if I had to guess where Fee would be... Oh, no, they're downstairs. I thought they'd be at the roof. But... Fee and Gaius, I guess I can see that. But then again, Elliot, I think in the long term is more likely to be used in combat, and we could really use his extra help. We have 2 study points right now, Cool 2. I know, we haven't seen Gaius in so long, but at the same time, Elliot's like the best buffing character. Alright, you know what, chat? We're doing Fee, but we're going to study with Fee, but if we want to, I will leave it up to you, chat, who that third person will be. So I'll put up a poll. Let me just do the thing. Alright. So, new poll. Who shall be our final who shall be our final study buddy? Shall it be A, Elliot, B, Gaius, C, Laura, or D, Sarah? Duration shall be for 5 minutes. And to make things interesting, I shall allow sandwiches. Actually, no, let's not allow sandwiches. Just a traditional vote. Let's see how this turns out, chat. You're right. There isn't. Sarah isn't an option right now. In that case, I would say if Sarah were to get chosen, I would go with Crow. You're right, Cool 2. You're right. So, well, if you're wondering who Gaius is, Copper Nicholson, it's this guy. And what? Why is our... No! Dave, why? Why do you pity me? It keeps upgrading our gear! Look at this, chat! Look at this! I swear! The game is pitying us, chat! I don't know how, I don't know why, but because of just how dull our weapons are, maybe because we keep hitting the, weapons against everything and not cleaning them, they're somehow getting stronger. I don't understand. The sus teacher is Sarah Copper Nicholson. Yeah, range speed is not the best, but... Yeah, exactly, Blue Profile. Oh, it upgrades the gear of the characters you don't have in the last chapter. I guess that kind of makes sense, but at the same time, in this challenge run, that's kind of hilarious because it seems almost like pity on the game developer's part. Are the two of you going over Erebonian history? I can't memorize things like this. It's way too mundane. And just far too beneath my comprehension. Fee! I can't comprehend any of this because it's all pointless. I have the mind of a supercomputer. Why am I doing this? Fee, that seems a little harsh. I studied really, really hard to get where I'm at here. Oh, I know. Why don't you join us, Reen? Maybe I could teach you something while Fee just exists. I don't just exist. I think, therefore I am. Yeah, fair enough, well too. In our stream lore, the reason Fee is so lazy all the time is because she has a level of comprehension far beyond any of us. I'm sure it would make studying more enjoyable for Fee too. That's also a good idea to me. The exam's going to be focused on the War of the Lions, right? That's right. Shall we start from the beginning then? Also, chat, this song is unofficially, for me, the Fee song, just because whenever I hear it, I just imagine Fee being silly. Like, us trying to interact. I think that's that one scene where we were talking with Fee first, and Ring was trying his hardest to start a conversation and make friends with Fee, and Fee was just purposely making it as awkward as possible. After that, Drygul's gathered soldiers in the Nord Highlands, and in the year 952 of the Septian calendar, he liberated the capital, bringing the war to an end. Oh, whoopee. Excellent. Well done, Fee. I guess it's stuck, even though it is irrelevant. Well, incidentally, the war came to an end in the July of that year, which is next month, so that's easy to remember. Oh yeah, I know, right? Cool too. That was a great moment. Fee leaves Via, jumps out the window. Oh, and she's fine. And also there's that, yeah, the good boy moment. I know what you mean. That was a hilarious moment. They say it was raining in Heimdall that day. But legend has it that the moment Emperor Drygul stepped into the city, the rain stopped. Huh, that's neat. So you're saying he has the ability Sunny Day. Lots of Pokemon can do that. Yeah, that seems like a story that'll stick in my memory. Do we know Alyssa if we vote guys? I thought Alyssa was with Laura. You're a pretty good teacher, or you know? Well, I'm always using tricks like these to help me remember things. If you're having fun while you study, it makes it that much easier for the material to stick in your memory. And you know what? That's actually a very true statement that Emma's saying right there. I remember back when I was in college, it became a lot easier to study if I found ways to make it fun, or found ways to make it relevant. And Laura's right on the money there. Alright, so it seems the poll has ended, and let's see, viewing the results. We have... Okay, 2 votes for Laura and 2 votes for Sus Teacher, aka Sarah. So, looks like we need to have a revote. So, who shall be our study buddy 2.0? And the option shall be Laura or Crow, since technically we can't... I mean, we'll still talk to Sarah just to see what she's doing, because she's being sus. I'll give you guys 2 minutes. Have at it. Anywho. Listen, Dr. Sputnik, there's canon, and then there's our canon. And in our canon, it's definitely not Alyssa. And I really don't see Pro either. Yes, exactly, cool too. Sus votes no to Pro. Oh. Anywho. Interesting, so that's your method. Well, if you can do it, we can do it too. Shall we finish this stuff off then? Please. The sooner I get through this nonsense, I can go take a nap. Rean stayed with Emma and Fee for a while longer, making sure they knew their airboating history back to front. Or, in Fee's case, actually bothering to contemplate it in the first place. Hey, Emma and Fee. Oh, we only get 100 link XP. Okay. Well, it's something. Ooh, and this music's really, really good, chat. Alright. Now, choice. Well, while you guys are still making your choice, I will... Oh, that's cool! That's good game design! Chat! They actually made a walking animation with an umbrella because it's raining! That's amazing! Yes! I know that must seem like the most mundane thing, chat, but they could have very easily just not given us an umbrella and had the same exact walking animations. I wouldn't have batted an eye, but because they add this, that's just so cool. Alright, Sarah, what are you doing? And the umbrella is pretty cool. Like, it actually has water effects. Look at that, chat. Like, it actually has water drain off of it. So cool. Alright. Well, looking at the poll results, chat, it seems we have... I'm sorry to hear that, Chopper Nicholson, but it seems we have 3 votes for Laura and 1 for Crow. So, it'll be Laura and Elisa. Thank you all for voting. Now, let us get back to... But before we do that, we need to see what Sarah is doing. Oh, instructor, were you checking out the old schoolhouse? Yeah, I know, exactly, the Arched I like people just standing out in the rain without a rain jacket or umbrella or anything. So the games that actually... Well, I mean, sometimes there's a good reason for that, like in Souls-like games, for example. Like, if it's raining, you know, all you have is the armor you're wearing, things like that. You wouldn't really have a raincoat or a poncho. But in games like this, it's really cool to see that attention to detail. Oh, were you checking that out? Oh, yeah. Yep. Just a quick peek inside, though. You'll be pleased to know there don't seem to have been any major changes since last month. I wonder why. Well, I'm totally fine with that. At least that means we can just focus on studying for our midterms then. I really would like to know what's going on with this building, though. Well, whether we ever find out or not all depends on your investigation. Still, I think you guys are edging closer to whatever that truth may be. Oh no, chat! Look at that! Look at that facial expression, chat. She knows. She knows. She definitely knows. Like, why would she say that unless she knew something about what's down there? Sus. Sarah. Sarah's being sus. And you almost seem ready to start using combat lanes at a more advanced level, too. Literally. What advanced level? Well, you mean there's more? Oh, your Arcus units still have plenty of little tricks and features hidden away. The greater the awareness of your link partner, the more effective your combat link will be. Yo, Romulo! Thanks for dropping by. How's it going? Yeah, fair enough, Rakdor. I mean, that's basically the most accurate way to describe her, isn't it? I'm doing well, Romulo. Thanks for asking. But don't take my word for it. Try it out during your next investigation, because let's face it, you're going to keep going down there, aren't you? Sure. I don't really know what she's trying to get at. Sarah. Just try not to think about the old schoolhouse for now, because if you do, you'll actually see me going down there and changing in the floor layouts like I did last month. The last thing I need is the vice principal breathing down my neck because you didn't do well on your midterms. Chances are, they might even stop the investigations to make you guys focus more on your studies, too. Then I'd never find out what's going on with the old schoolhouse. Guess I'd better get back to studying. Attaboy, hit those butts! Sarah has an ulterior motive. I swear she does. But she's not going to teach us anything either. Darn it, Sarah! I mean, what else do we expect from her at this point? Oh, cool, you're busy trying to fit your name. That's fine, Rektor. How's that going, by the way? Sarah's mysterious backstory is that she's the best construction worker in the world. Boom, Lord Stendon. I can see that. Alright. So... And with that conversation out of the way, it's time for us to find... Our good friend Laura, and Elisa too. Hey! Alright, Laura. Oh, are you two studying? Elisa would probably met up with Laura because she was worried about her. Yeah, we both figured we had a lot of art to brush up on. It's probably not our most important subject in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I mean, it is a pretty massive table of Dracor, but at the same time, it's in a live... I mean, it's kind of in a study area, so I can understand it. I've never had to deal with a series of exams right in a row like this. Laziness could very well be a tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Reen? Why does a... you never know, Dracor. You could put a lot of books there, or maybe a lamp or something. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that wall too. I hope it improves. I'd love to. The exam's supposed to focus on the basics of illustration, right? You got it. Let's get started. How about you ask the first question, Rain? Sure. Okay, first question. Alyssa, what is a desin? I don't even know what that is. I think it's a drawing that makes use of monochrome lines of varying heaviness to highlight the way light hits its object. Oh, you think correctly. So Laura, what exactly is a sketch? Oh, that seems like an easy one on Raid. A sketch portrays its subject roughly, with very little in the way of detail. I suppose it could be likened to an early first draft of a drawing. That's right, sketches and desins are basically two sides of the same coin, since both are used to start a painting. The big difference is that desins usually take some time to finish, whereas sketches are pretty quick. But there's a method that's even quicker and more basic than sketching. Any ideas, Laura? That would be croquis, I believe. What? You two know your stuff, but maybe that just means we should be using harder questions to study with. Let me see if I can find some. Hey, Reen, if you want, I can ask that set of questions. It's hardly effective studying if you don't get to answer any questions yourself. It's okay, don't worry about it. Just give me a minute here, and I'll find you a really good one. Well, if you insist. Maybe we should have expected this. He really is a kind-hearted person. Aww. I approve. Jam Kai Jam! Heyo! Thank you so much for dropping by. How's it going? And so, the three continue their art study session. So your bond strengthened. Welcome to Laundry Percent. And it looks like it's time for the midterms chat, or maybe not. They're back to the dorms. So right now we're preparing for the midterms while also continuing the No At Speed challenge run. Not the No At Speed challenge run. I should say the Laundry Percent challenge run. Yep, I know, midterm madness, right? And who's that? A lovely voice. Well, for Reen, that would be Toa, but, I wonder who this could be. Huh?
I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this.
Made like girl. Oh, cool! Oh, it's good to see you again, then. And yeah, have you finished playing Crosscode Jam Tai Jam? Or still playing it? Because, I mean, the post-game DLC came out recently, and it's amazing. Now, as for this character, chat, I don't know why I'm just instantly suspicious. If for nothing else than the name Made Like Girl. That seems almost like she almost like she's hiding something, because it says maid light, not a maid girl.
Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Uh-oh. Well, she doesn't quite look like the person we saw in the previous cutscene. That person was a lot younger. But, with the flying robot, but I wonder if, like, this person works with the same group as that, we'll say, robot controlling person. Oh, yeah. Oh, you haven't paid the live posting DLC. Well, if you enjoy Crosscode, I'd highly recommend it. It's really well done so far.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I should be
you're in the
continuing
right
to
place.
play
His office is in the East Wing, first floor.
That's video, which I should be continuing to play the No XP Challenge run for Crosscode in the post-game DLC this Thursday, thanks to a community challenge.
The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness. But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have
Good
already.
question, Jam Cow Jam.
I'll
So,
be able to find the way, I'm sure.
Laundry Percent is a challenge run where we're trying to beat this Trails of Cold Steel one on its hardest difficulty, so that's Nightmare Mode. But we are not allowed to change our starting gear. That means we cannot purposely upgrade our weapons or armor or accessories, and we cannot swap them out. Now, if the game upgrades it for us just by default, there's nothing we can do there, but we can't actively upgrade or change our starting gear. Hence, Laundry Percent, because the joke is we aren't changing our clothes. So,
Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
Master? What? I don't think Reen... Did Reen tell her his name? I don't think he did. She knows too much. She knows too much. Exactly, that's why I was thinking, well, too. How does she know his name?
Wait a minute.
Oh, is Reen just realizing that
Does
now?
she know who I am?
Exactly. Okay. Alright, chat, it's time for theorizing time. We have to think of why. Who is this person? Why does she know Reen? Let's see. Yeah, alright, sounds good, Jam Fat Jam. Yeah, it's a rebel spy, the Irish guy! I wouldn't be surprised. Oh. Oh, hey, Alyssa. That actually makes sense since we were recently studying.
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. Emma and the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not going to learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see that cool too. I could also see it being related to... Remember how Reen said that he was a noble, but not by blood? I wonder if that's his mother, or maybe his sister, or... Like, I don't mean like the sister he grew up with, I mean like his actual blood-related sister or mother, or if they know something about that, or if she's a spy for the Emperor, something like that. Because otherwise, I don't see why she would know who he is.
Right.
Or she could just be working with Sarah, who's always sus, so...
Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay.
Developers, I see what you're doing! No! The developers of Trails of Cold Steel. Oh, we have so many options for you who you could potentially romance with. Also the developers of Trails of Cold Steel, but we want that person to be Alyssa for some reason.
Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour.
Great!
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
Thank you,
No
Alyssa.
need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years.
Oh, wow!
Anyway, how do you think you did on the exams?
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder.
Oh, no.
I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Erebonia has no shortage of smart people.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, my family and stuff?
You mean the mysterious Alisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
Read.
It's not that major or anything, especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves.
Oh, okay, chat. This can't be a coincidence anymore. I'm guessing this chapter is going to focus very heavily on Fee. The reason I say that is first, earlier in the classroom, Reen was pointing out how Laura would seem to be looking at Fee for some reason, and then Alyssa now is bringing up Fee again. So, prediction time, this is Fee's chapter.
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal, though Fee's past sure came as a surprise.
And I still think she's a cat for some reason.
I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do.
What?
Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
Oh, that's right, yeah. She said that Fee needed to learn to make friends or something like that. I agree, Grakor. If this is Fee's chapter, I hope it's amazing. Like,
Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kind of strange earlier.
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
wow, Alyssa, see, chat? Things like this is why I do not ship Alyssa with Ring. Like, I don't see the chemistry, I really don't. Like,
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act.
Fee just gets her own warrior's cape. Yes.
Seemed a couple years older than us. Maybe 20 or so?
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her.
Oh,
Mother
Alyssa knows
keeps her
something.
far too busy to find the time to come here.
Is this like Alyssa's maid, or Alyssa's mother's maid, or is it her sister?
Ahem. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something? Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
If only.
Reen's like, no, seriously, I'm not that popular. That sounds interesting, Copper Nicholson. Yeah, see, exactly, Drekor. I don't see the chemistry. I'm glad you agree. First of 4 grueling days of midterms exams again. Oh no. Chad! Oh, and yep, I am developing a game, Jam. I'm developing a Souls-like action RPG with branching narrative elements and platforming called not Crosscode, called Heartwell. And if you're interested to learn more about it, I post updates about it on my Discord server, so... I really love working on Heartwell. It's basically... It is most certainly my passion project. So... Middle Ages of the Lions was brought to an end by Emperor Dracos. When did the war end? July 952, like they said. Yes, they do, Brakor, but the thing is, they at least made the studying part of the core gameplay loop, because we literally just learned that July 952 is when this happened. So, this should be the right answer. Alright, and at least they give us an indication that we did it right. Sonic Adventure, the director's cut. That would be Fee's spin-off game. Alright, art question. Mr. A wants to draw a rough-colored watercolor image. Which of the following styles... What?! A rough-colored... I mean, I guess a sketch, but... Well, no, because it's rough. But at the same time, if we want to make it... good. Art is not my best subject, chat. I'm really thinking it's sketch because it doesn't require shadowing. There's no mention of shadowing here, and a watercolor area image does not have shadowing. And at the same time, a croquis is... a croquis is even rougher than a sketch. Tracing does not make sense, as it's a watercolor. Alright, chat, should we look this up? Because if we get this wrong, we're going to have to do Groundhog Day mechanics, because I do not want us to lose out on any points or something like that, just out of a missed opportunity on a multiple choice question. Alright. Listen, the Archdie. Listen, the Archdie. This is a challenge run. We need every advantage we can possibly get. Remember when Alyssa was showing us stuff? It's time, Vector. It is time. Alyssa, give us the answer. Okay. Let's just... Alright, so... You can miss 3 AP without dropping goods. Yeah. Alright, so I checked the chat, and sketch is the correct answer, but honestly, this question is so vague, in my opinion. Oh, and it just keeps going. Alright. Alright, military science question. Figure 1 depicts a military formation. What type of unit is currently advancing? What? Huh? We didn't learn anything like this! Hold on. Okay, apparently the answer is armored. But even so, it's like, how would you know that without actually understanding military tactics? Oh, you knew the Archdie? Okay. I'd be curious to hear what makes that appear to be an armored division there. Is it just because of like the circles and the rectangles to signify tanks or something, or... Oh, the circle top for rotating. Okay, and that would be tanks. I see. Okay. Interesting. Well, looks like I'm learning something, chat, so that's actually really cool. Oh, that's true. It wouldn't be commander engineer, so that would narrow it down. Fair point, the Archdie. Fair point. Alright, orbital science. Wyatt Kevin with the raid! Welcome, welcome, raiders! You have joined us during our quest to try and get a perfect score on these midterm exams. It trails of Tulsi at long 3%. But yeah. Welcome, Quiet Kevin. Welcome, raiders. How's it going? Let's see here. The following statements about ordnance all purport to be true. Which one is not? Abilities change based on quartz. They synchronize with their user. I'm just saying... Allow arts usage without... Orbital energy recovers over time. You're sure it's C, the Archdie? I mean... Allow arts usage without quartz. Oh, no. No, you're right, the Archdie, because... If we didn't have Master Quartz, we wouldn't be able to use that stuff. They're orbital arts. Right. Thanks, the Archdie. Yeah, welcome, Quiet Kevin, and welcome, raiders. How's it going? I think the thought, chat, is that we're supposed to actually read all the lore books, and this is supposed to incentivize us to go to the library and read about the stuff in detail. Of the following laws, which came into force first in Heimdall? I think... It was the Financial Transactions Act. This was the TOA one, and we should... No, it was not. Apparently, it was the Imperial Public Transportation Act. Okay. Intriguing. Oh, that's right, because Heimdall is where all the cars were. Okay. Fair enough, Jam, fair enough. Yep. Very, very true, the Irish guy, very true. Alright, I think we just have one more question. Oh, and Sarah's here. Emergency CPR is divided into roughly 4 stages. Check that the person is breathing, check that the person is conscious, perform chest compressions and rescue breaths, call for help in a loud voice. Well, okay, fair enough. You can read about that in the library. It made sense. Yeah, from the library. It made sense. I think I know this off the top of my head, chat, because if I remember correctly from my own CPR training, it's you first check that the person is conscious. You're like, are you okay? And it's like, if they're not conscious, you call for help in a loud voice. Then you check if the person is breathing, and then you perform chest compression. So it'd be B, D, A, C, I think. Yep, that's right. Looks like my first A train actually came into play here. So B, check if the person is conscious. D, A, and C, perform chest compression. To some extent, Copper Nicholson. Admittedly, it has been a while since I learned this back when I was in Boy Scouts, but some stuff still sits with me even to this time. Fair enough, Zekas Fails. Also, welcome, Zekas Fails. Thanks for dropping by. How's it going? Congratulations on making it through 4 days of exams. And what do you know? It looks like the rain ended right along with them. Really, this is the goddess's way of rewarding you all for your hard work. I don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. Phew, I'm totally spent. It's over. I can finally take a nap. You worked really hard, Fee. Anyway, today's a free day, so take the chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. They'll post the results next week, so take it easy till then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. With all the intensive studying, I've completely forgotten about that. It's time to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcements. Eustace is right, though. She tells us this right after we finish the exams. Fair enough, Yarshai, fair enough. So, next Wednesday is when we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Yep, you'll be shipping out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least 1 day off. Just 1 day off. I guess I should probably attend club practice in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. She's making the face in the chat. If that's sort of like, I hope nobody catches on that I'm being sus. I won't be back until tomorrow night, so don't, burn the dorm down while I'm gone or anything. I swear if the dorm actually burns down while she's gone. I would not be surprised at this point. Ooh, the music's jamming, though. I approve, I approve. Now listen to this chat, this music's great.
Oh, now that the exams are over, I feel free as a bird. And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Just Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night? It's almost as if...
She's going to meet her secret lover?
You have a point.
I doubt it.
I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but that personality and lifestyle.
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
Wow. I mean,
I'm surprised to hear that from you, though, Breen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you
That's
be
so
helping
true.
the student council again tomorrow?
I'm sorry, Blue Girl. Wow, that was by complete accident. If you happen to know what the line is off the top of your head, by all means type it out, because I didn't want to miss that. I just accidentally right-clicked after left-clicking.
That's the plan. Heck,
I'm sorry,
I'm
Eustace.
almost looking forward to being the student
How dare you
council's
skip
errand boy
hit my
after
best
being
line,
studying for
Antomicx?
so long.
And after all we went through last chapter. Thanks, Woodrow. I really appreciate it, because I don't want to miss something funny, of course.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time.
Just speed this up a little bit.
Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to?
Oh, that's a good point. Where's
He
Gaius?
mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with them. You think he went there?
A word.
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
I doubt it.
I have no idea. He and Laura left early too.
Oh, maybe it's about all three of them this chapter. Sophie, Laura, and Gaius. But for what? Who
I was
knows?
kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. That sounds nice.
Oh no, the Irish guy's three favorite characters are missing. That's a fair point.
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too? It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then. It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since.
Okay, so Eustace said, thanks for the drill. Wow, so that line I accidentally stepped over earlier, chat. Eustace said, impossible. The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon. Wow! Okay, yeah, that's a burn if ever there was one. As a theory, rescue. Okay. Oh, interesting. Thanks, Ecos Rails.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
Yeah, it's a shame I missed that, chat. That's an amazing line.
Neither did I. We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is.
Emma said
So
sus!
far, no luck.
I wonder if...
Sorry,
that's
I
what that
just had to point that out.
Did you see something, Machias?
What happened?
Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Oh.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression.
Oh, so maybe like the Jaeger Corps did something to Laura or her family, or she just has some bad memories involving them or
It
mercenaries or
flashed
something
across
like
her
that.
face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined it.
Interesting.
Ah, okay, the
But
art
even
stuff.
if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Wow, Eustace calling everyone out
Do
today.
you really have to drag me into this?
My apologies. I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as to your lineage, however.
Oh, I know, right, Blue Girl Val? Emma said absolutely nothing. It's...
Really?
Ugh, you. Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Okay, there she does.
Don't worry. We're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
Oh no, she's back! No! She should be part of the Rhineford family. That's a fair guess, the Archduke.
Well, what?
Okay, yeah, no, she definitely knows Alyssa.
Sharon?
Sharon? Okay, not the name I expected, but that seems like the most generic name, Sharon! For such a seemingly mysterious character, but okay.
It's so delightful to see you again.
Sharon!
Oh hey, it's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
What are you doing here? She did it. Mother didn't...
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself.
Ah, I see the Archduke, so she might be
Starting
a
today,
Rhineford.
I will be assuming the position of caretaker
Okay.
for Class 7's dormitory.
What? Alyssa, that's so disappointed. Sharon Kruger.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. My name is Sharon Kruger. I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family.
Okay.
I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
I don't trust her. I really don't. Because she said that. Keep me informed of anything you might need. Aha! If that isn't something that someone who was trying to gather intelligence would say, I don't know what is. Chapter 3, Beyond the Railways. Okay. Are we actually, like, going to an island or something? Or maybe to a place where it isn't, accessible by rail? I wonder. Yep. I know, right? The Archduke, you've been on point with your predictions today. Good job.
Whoa!
Ooh, look at this food.
Simply spectacular. Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible.
Hey.
I believe this is what they call an Imperial breakfast?
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast. I must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
Alyssa seems disappointed. She's still disappointed.
Alyssa is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
Oh, flashback?
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
My lady, please.
Oh.
I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that.
I wonder if, like, Alyssa's mother is super controlling. And this is, like, Alyssa's first taste of freedom.
She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself, thank you very much.
And everyone heard that!
Oh, fine. I'll take this up with her myself then.
I love how almost all of Class 7 is hearing this.
Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways.
Imagine if everyone just slowly walks away.
After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week.
No, Montius is there, Grector. It's just Laura who isn't here, surprisingly. Oh, really? Laura voices Margaret in Persona 1. Interesting. Oh, and there's Laura.
Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down.
Just everyone is hearing this.
She stuck her nose into things one too many times.
Uh-huh. Everyone's like, I should probably just stay away.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Reinford. And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman, too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy. I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
Anyway, I object to everything about this. Considering how busy Mother is, I'm sure she needs your assistance far more than I do.
Ah, I did not know that, Hopper Nicholson. That's, interesting.
I knew it. You're really concerned about her, aren't you? The way you two care so much for each other deep down is one of the reasons I'm so proud to serve you.
Uh-huh,
That's
sure.
preposterous.
Oh, my lady, I almost forgot to mention that I made plenty of your favorite apricot jam. Would you like me to spread some on your toast?
Ooh, really? I mean, stop treating me like a child. Though yes, I would like some too.
It's almost...
Wow, Alyssa.
Looks like Sharon's got her number.
Alright, chat. The way to calm down Alyssa is apricot jam. This has been confirmed. Yep. Exactly, Rector. Meanwhile, Marines went to check on the student council's little chests. Alright. Secret admirer. India evade some fair maiden has sent several. Okay, interesting. Went to Orville. Highway near Trista. And Principal Colonel Sanders. Got it. Alright. Well, this is the first view of the sun I've seen in days, so I might as well make the most of it. Alright, let's do this. Alright, chat. It's a bit after 7:30, so I think this is a good time to take our first break. I've never tried that Blue Robovile, but it does sound tasty. Don't worry, guys. I'll be right back. I just need to take a bit of a bio break. So, BRB. Alrighty, chat, sorry about that. I just need a little break there. But we are back. So, let's see here. What are our options today? So, Fee's in the gardening shop, Laura's in the general store. Chat! Oh my goodness, yes! You just hear Reed making happy noises. Yes! Look who's available, chat. Yes! You just hear in the background, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. That was available. Before we do that, we should probably go do the side quest first, like we always do, just to cover all our bases. So, no, not chapter 1, chapter 3. Secret Mariner. More details behind the storage building. Okay. Don't worry, chat, we'll get to that. We just need to do the side quest first. So, let's see, where's the storage building? Huh? Inherently obvious. Am I just being dumb, chat? Or, like, where's the storage building? Is it, like, on the academy field or something? That'd be my guess. Oh, it is. Okay. Alright. Well, you look fancy. Excuse me, is your name Bitson by any chance? Indeed it is. Standing before you is a double bed overflowing with love and pathos, the one, the only Vincent Laurald. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me. Wow. Well, he's quite the character. He really seems to like himself, but that's what I've grown up to expect from class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the student council, yes. Aha! Then you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So, on your request, based on your request of my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you? Yes, something along those lines. You have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Please elaborate on your request. Ah, fine answer indeed, although before we continue. Phew, Serapha is currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Well, not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Serapha to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can occasionally be rather constraining. Huh. Well, that is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, I've received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signs with naught but the nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. Oh, that's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her? These are anonymous, after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name rather than remain completely anonymous is proof of a pining, hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. Well, I suppose I'll have to trust your judgment on this one. I think Reed's like, sure. Like, okay. What's more, she sent cookies along with her 3rd letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. Do you have any additional information for what might pinpoint her location? Well, I do indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year. Oh no! As a man well-versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectable tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressing grand rose at the front of each letter may serve as a hint as well. What exactly is a grand rose? Oh, heaven forbid, you're telling me you haven't heard of a grand rose? I'm ashamed to say I don't. Shame is the only proper response for such a gauche misstep. The grand rose is a magnificent crimson rose and a universal symbol of passionate romance. What's more, it's often associated with confessing one's love for another. It sounds like a perfect flower for a love letter. Not quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. Oh, so he asked one of the florists. Precisely! We should know who this maiden is. Would you be so kind to do this task for me? As long as you don't mind sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I'm truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and her use of grand rose, I can only imagine her Our Lady is the very model of grace. Alright. You know who I think it is, chat? Remember that girl from the cooking class? Not who was standing next to us when we... the guy who roasted Reen. When he said that he didn't know how to cook. I'm guessing it's her. Because she was talking about wanting to marry someone. That's my current guess, at least. I could be completely wrong, but that's just where my mind goes right now. Well, now that you mention it, what's the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention a very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden. A nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married onto the Imperial family long ago. Yes, Gregor, I believe so. The Emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the mantra. Oh, I see. Can't say I've heard that story, but it's interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Well, very well. I leave this matter in your very capable hands. Yay! Fetch class! Anyway. Alright, so where's the flower store? I'm just being dumb. Oh no, it's botanist, right? It's Laura's hiding it. Here we are. Wait. Is this the right store? Hold on. Doesn't seem right. Am I being dumb, chat? There's supposed to be a flower store. Oh, maybe it's the gardening shop? Oh, no. Here. Okay, I see. Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? No, not at all. Go ahead. Let me explain the situation. It wouldn't be hard to find out if I looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. If they ask me to keep their identity a secret, that's what I'll do. I see. You're right, Chad! You're right, Gregor. Thieves just chilling, looking at flowers over there. I know, right? Actually, wait, no, she's not even looking at flowers. She's looking at, like, a wall post. Like, look at that. Fee, what are you doing? If I stare at this wall post long enough, it will spontaneously combust, just like the door. Oh, that's our Fee. Anyway, if someone pointed a laser pointer at the post, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, if that's the case, I can help y'all. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the Mystery Center your support and nothing more. I'll wish you the best of luck. This request ain't pretty complicated at this point. Right. I count 3 years who've made a Grand Rose purchase recently. In class order, first is Beryl from class 3, then there's Vivi from class 4, and Rosine from class 5. Let's see, thank you very much for the help. Oh, it's all, thank you. That does not narrow it down, because he said class 1, didn't he? Fee, what are you doing? Like, what? Okay, no, it looks like from this angle she was staring at a post, but no, she's actually looking at the flowers. Okay, that's better. Alright, well, someone's up here. Before we do that, chat, before I forget. Fish! We haven't done that this chapter. Welcome up, Battle Sputnik, how's it going? Alright, so right. And E.
Caught one.
Hooray for fishing main game. We ranked up. Somehow. I don't know what that means. But I'll take it. Alright. Oh, wow. Like, going turbo mode there actually makes it harder. Good to know.
Bad.
Oh, Apollo joins the stream. Give me 1 second. Let me add that to the meme challenges, Dr. Sputnik. And yep, treats for all. 1 second. I wonder how Apollo's going to join the stream. I mean, it's not like you've done anything wrong. Or you there! Oh, hey, Apollo. Have you been cheating? Apollo, this isn't Crosscode, this is Trails of Cold Steel. But I heard there was a midterm exam and someone looked up the answers. Oh, come on, Apollo. Oh, if we didn't do that, you know what we would have had to have done? We would have had to have loaded back an old save file, redone the entire exam, and gone through a bunch of cutscenes. It would have taken at least, like, 20 minutes. Oh, my dear Antomicx, I am disappointed in you. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. This injustice must be rectified. I mean, the best I can do is let you be a Death Star here today, Apollo. Is that good enough? I guess I'll have to settle for that. And also, I see Gregor understands what an atrocity you have committed, Antomicx. How dare you commit such an affront to justice! Oh dear. This is gonna be a long stream, isn't it, chat? What is that supposed to mean? It means you're getting on Antomix's nerves, Apollo. And who is this cat? My name is Fee. It can talk? Here we go. Alright, so... yeah, this person. Excuse me, you're Rosen from Class 5, aren't you? Well, that's correct. Why do you ask? I have a quick, kind of personal question for you. Okay, fair enough, Hopper Nicholson. Hope you have an awesome night. Thank you so much for dropping by, and have a great week. Enjoy your show, Copper Nicholson. Have a great night. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a grand rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry I asked for such embarrassing question. Oh, it's fine. Good job, Reed. At least Reed was polite about it. That's understandable, Copper Nicholson. I hope you have an awesome night. Alright, so next one's in the Student Alumni Union. Student Union Building, and the last one's at the Garden. So... before I do that, let's see what we got here. Oh, wait, I need that fishing rod upgrade? I can! Yes! Chat! We have a better rod. Also... ooh, that actually looks really good, chat. Attacks or crafts can mute or freeze enemies. Not particularly, Copper Nicholson. Let's see what this is all about. Deluxe rod. Apparently, Retgor. I'm sorry to hear that, Retgor, but apparently we got a better fishing rod now. See what we got. Wait, did that give us like a lot of Sepith? It might have. Is that a lobster? Oh, it's a crate.
What even is this?
So, we're getting 15 CP apparently. That's a lot. Okay, whoa. That switched quickly. Oh, we got it. Oh no, it's just a smaller one. Oh well.
Caught one.
Speed running, fishing. Speed fishing.
Caught one.
Alright, sounds good, Copper Nicholson. Have a great night. You're Vivi from Class 7, right? You got it. Why do you ask? Well, there's something I'd like to ask you. Well, now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me, but I'm having too much fun teasing Lind to set my sights on any boys right now. Alright, she has the twin sister that she's always teasing, isn't there? I did buy a grand rose, but not to confess to some boy or anything. Not when I've got a sister to thank. My goodness, this lady, he is committing a most unjust atrocity. We must report her to Principal Colonel Sanders. How do you even know about Principal Colonel Sanders? Here's Apollo. Have you been watching these streams? A hero of justice does not disclose his secret ways. Uh-huh, sure. Thanks, good talk. Alright then, I guess it was in the Student Union building, I think. Oh, 7th floor. Alright. I don't think the cooking class is up here, but we'll see. Alright, chat. This has to be it, or I'm assuming this is it. Ah, very true. There was very little else to do when the Crossworld servers remained down for the week the entire time. Who is this? I don't think I've ever seen this character before. You're Beryl from Class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. I don't know why, she reminds me of the character Violet from The Incredibles. I don't know why, it just does. Do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I needed to purchase the grand rose for a ritual, that's all. Oh, okay, so it wasn't any of the three that we looked for. I see, that answers my question. I'm wondering about the ritual she mentioned. Well, that's all I want to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. That's all 3 girls in the forest asked me about, but none of them seem to know Lars. Because the trails sound cold, I should report back to Vincent. You're right, Dreadcore, she does kind of look like the Hetz Maniacs from Pokemon. I can see that. It's not her. The plot picked in, so it was none of them. Watch it be like, as soon as we get back here, whoever it really was comes to confess herself. Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, still tell me, have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the florist as we discussed? Well, I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased random roses, and none of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I do know into detail if you like. That's matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that wasn't any help, but there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a grand rose if she didn't go to the forest? Maybe she grew it herself? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the maid is a noble, she could have an alternate source, however. Uh-oh. My darling Vincent, I found you! We were right, Jeff! Yes! I can't believe that random side conversation we saw from the first chapter actually played into something. Yes! Who goes there? State your business. Oh, the cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that they could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. Oh, I agree, Gretro. They does really do know how to tie everything together nicely. Like, that side conversation I thought was just for memes or just like, oh, haha, this is funny. But no, it actually tied into a side quest. That's really cool. And good writing. So, good job on the depths. What? To possess such a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things. Furthermore, I do not have even the funniest idea of who you are. Oh, but you do. What if I told you that I was the Brand Maiden all along? Oh, really, Dr. Splendid? So that's actually a common theme in Cold Steels. The side conversations actually foreshadow future requests and buy events. That's really good writing. That shows a lot of forethought. So props to the writers for this game on that. That takes a lot of planning to pull off correctly. Yeah, that does. Every new month of the story, that does stop to consider, what will each character do this month? That makes sense. No way. What? Gregor, you asked what are my thoughts on Vincent being super shallow right now. It seems to me that Vincent is committing a grave injustice. and justice must be dealt. I await eagerly to see how justice will be served. Oh, I can hardly blame you for being speechless with joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attach here were grown by my family. So that's how you dump them. Oh, if you're part of a Baron Dresden's plan, could it mean? Oh, so you know the story. Your suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. Oh! So she ties in directly to what we were talking about with... I think she was called the Grand Maiden, the saint, who seemed to disappear during that war 25 years ago. You guys, chat, you remember that? Does this it actually ties into that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it all it's up. Inconceivable! How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? Oh, but her beauty pales in comparison to your own? Look, darling, we're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from my actual thoughts. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it at the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? You may choose one of two replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Wow! Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the demure maiden her letters made her out to be. My only answer for you is a resounding no. Now be gone and bother me no more. Vincent has created an inner grave injustice. So, that's how it is. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable. To think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away. I beg your pardon. Oh no! There's no need to fear. Please have one of these special cookies I've prepared. One bite, and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost feelings out of public view. Uh-oh. Don't tell me, you've been something into your cookies. Chat, this got creepy real fast, like... Oh, but that is for me to know. You'd find out... Okay. On the one hand, Vincent is being shallow. On the other hand, this got very, very scary very quickly. So in a way, they're both awful, aren't they? Vincent is shallow, and Margarita would resort to really, 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 really bad actions. So they're both awful, Gregor. Yeah, exactly. They're both terrible people. You don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it'll be worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. I don't know. Sarifa. Dare I ask, what are you doing in a place like this? Shiver. Sarifa, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. No. Well, if I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So, this is Sarifa you mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation, I'm afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is required at once. Delivery of the utmost importance from Camp Floral will wait you there. I see. Then I have no choice. I must go at once. But these cookies are a present from Master Vincent, are they? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now? I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them. Well, if you insist. Apparently the maid is sleepy. Oh no. Has she been studying the school of Fee? And if you want to do proper naps, you have to breathe in and breathe out. Well, it seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Thank you. With that, I wish you all a good day. Let's go, Master Vincent. Indeed. That spades may prove to be quite the obstacle, but no matter. There shall be plenty of opportunities for my darling from here on out. Oh no. I believe it's time to start a new batch of trippies. No! Bad! No! Reen's like, am I witnessing something really, really dangerous about to happen? Well, today's been full of unique encounters, at least. At least that request is over and done with. He's like, maybe I should tell the principal about this. Like, this is... That got a lot darker really fast than I ever thought it would, chat. Oh, no. Like, I did not expect it to go that route. Yeah, I guess that was sad in a way. Sad on two counts. One, that guy was just so shallow, but two, on the count that girl was so... What's the right term? Or I just should say, like... That isn't healthy. Like, you don't want to... I'll leave it at that. Like, nothing about that conversation was healthy on either side. Like... Yeah, exactly, Rektor. Like, even if he said it in the most snobby way possible, if he said, you know, if someone says no, they mean no. So not taking no for an answer in that case is wrong. Like, it's just plain wrong. Like... You know what, chat? We need a bit of a palate cleanser after that. That's definitely... That was definitely a lot to take in. So you know what? It's been 2 chapters. It's been too long. It's time, chat. Oh, where is she? There she is. Yep, we're going to talk with Madam President, the most wholesome character in this game. Now. Oh, nice work today, Reen. Are you looking forward to the midterm? Oh, sorry. Are you looking as forward to the midterm results announcements as much as I am? That is not a very well-written sentence. I'm going to say that was probably mistranslated because that just doesn't read right. And who, might I ask, is this lovely lady? Oh, Apollo, that's Toa. She is the character who I ship Reen the most with. The character you ship Reen the most with? Well, she seems to be walking the path of justice, so I can understand that. I'm glad you understand, Apollo. It sounds strange to say it, but I am. You're looking pretty busy for someone who just finished her midterms, though. Aww. They're in sync, chat. Oh, you bet. Now that the year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. There's the Academy Festival, someone wants to use the swimming pool next month, there's about a zillion other events. Academy Festival? What? Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who'd actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Reen. I think Reen's onto something here, though. Like, Toa does seem like she could easily overwork herself if she's not careful. That seems to be her only glaring character flaw, in my view. Well, she's just as busy about it, or maybe there's something I can do to help. Do we want to spend time with President Toa? Do we even have to ask that question? Of course we do! Like, well, is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time, and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great! It just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Will you mind filling in for her? No problem. There's one thing I can do, it's write notes. And so it fell to Reen to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. In other words, Reen did more work, just like Toa. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaking hands, and slightly too long eye contact, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Oh, that's amazing. It's like the smallest detail, but it's hilarious. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed. We'll get right on it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Then allow me to take care of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Oh, speaking of which, do we have any updates to what we discussed last night? Well, just a moment. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. Man, she's good at her job. Man, she's so good at her job that even the upper class students are hanging on her every word. I guess she didn't just charm her way into office. Of course she didn't, Ray! She's an extremely hard worker. You of all people should know that. Several similarly riveting discussions later, the council, like, this writing's amazing. Similarly riveting discussions. I can just hear the sarcasm in the voice of the narrator here. Thanks for all the help today, Ring. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. Well, you're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return the favor. But you're really something, you know that? That meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks? I mean, I think you might be exaggerating a bit, though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing! I agree, Ripcord. Toa is very adorable. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions to the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. Well, if I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president. But if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all of their expectations, I want to show them that I'm trying. See, chat, look at this. This is like an almost textbook motivated leader right here. She tries to make sure not to get too prideful about her position. She tries to take into consideration everyone else around her, and she tries to enable everyone to be the best they can be. This is the makings of a great leader, chat. Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes could do. Still, Toa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I know what kind of a man I would want to be. Green? What? Oh no! Oh my goodness, yeah! It's Toa blushing. Slash boop Rain. Toa just booped Rain. President Toa stood on her tiptoes, straining with all her might to reach up to and gently pinch Reen's cheeks. Ah, yes! I can imagine just like Alyssa is screaming in rage somewhere. Like, this is definitely a shipping moment, isn't it, chat? What are you doing? Sorry, you just looked so stone-faced there for a second. I couldn't help myself. You're first here. No need to get ahead of yourself. You got another full year here to figure things out. Wait, you're not psychic, are you? I know how hard you've been working, Reen. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step. I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away, but once we finish, I'll make us some tea. That's one way to get me to hurry up. It's so cute. I can't even with this scene, chat. It's just so wholesome and adorable, and these two are definitely like. Chat, if there's any doubt that I ship these two, I think this scene has completely removed that. Like just Toa being so cute with Reen, and Reen being excited to have the time to sit down for tea with Toa. Like, that's just... it's too cute! Thus, Reen and Toa finished their cleanup and sat down to enjoy a lovely cup of tea together. Okay, the ship is real, chat. The ship is real. Apparently Toa's still in this room somewhere. Oh, there she is. That was worth the wait, chat. It was definitely worth the wait. Thanks for the hand, Ring. You're the council's favorite student right now. Just remember, don't push yourself too hard. Muscle in on Bates' Toa's territory, and she'll put you in your place. Why do I feel more threatened than Knight? Okay. That was amazing, though, chat. I approve. Probably because that was already, I think, a pretty long scene, Drekor, but it was still really adorable. Definitely some shipping moments there. I approve. Thank you, Toa. Thank you so much, Toa. Alright. We still have 2 points left, though. So... what to go for? That is the real question, isn't it? Conversation over tea. Fair enough, Drekor. Alright. Well... We always love to talk with Fee, and we always love to talk with Laura, but... part of me wants to speak with Elliot for the sake of getting as much... or linked up with him as much as possible. Go to Gaius. I mean, it has been a while since we went to see Gaius. Let's at least, where are our links with everyone, anyway? Okay, so... wow, Elliot actually has the most with us. I guess that makes sense. He spent the most time with us. Well, he and Gaius spent the most time with us, so they've got a lot. Eustace is, well, not there, but to be fair, it's Eustace, and Magius is the lowest. Oh, that's hard, chat. Because, I mean, we obviously want to speak to Toa for the shipping reasons, but we also want to get our links up as high as possible with these characters. But Fee or Laura? Do I go for Laura, who's super reliable and just an upstanding human being, or do I go for Fee, who's absolutely hilarious and just well, she's Fee. That's all. Need we say more? Oh, okay. I guess we could do that, Breck, or we could go for each of them, but I mean, that kind of defeats the purposes, because we would have to eventually choose one to stick with. Okay, save and do both. Fair enough. But yeah, that's what I was saying, like, because if we just reload, it's not like we just infinitely gain link points or anything like that. Are you thinking of using save, Stumming, in Antomicx? I am not, Apollo. At least not right now. What is that supposed to mean? Oh, nothing. That whatever you do, do not mention to Apollo. Oh, the Groundhog Day mechanics we've implemented. Alright. Well, in that case... Actually, you know what, chat? Since we are having kind of a difficult time to... do you guys think I should do a poll, or not really? Because it is getting towards the end of stream time. Alright, well, now that I think about it, we did see Fee by the gardening shop. I am kind of curious, so... And we always know her conversations are hilarious. I mean, she's Fee. What else could we expect? So... what's with the stern look, Fee? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. I know, I actually have to do work. I need to go and get the tools. I see, sounds tough. I'd rather see you serious about something, though. It happens sometimes. Could you give her a hand? Yes. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. Fee! I wasn't offering to do it for you, Fee. Aw. Fee! Gosh darn it, Fee! Well, given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. He took out a small bag with seeds. Oh, what are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called, though. It says beanstalk. I'm guessing it grows very tall. Someone gave them to me when I was in the corpse. Got them ever since. Ah. You know how to raise them then? Yep. They told me how. They were kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says that the same kind of thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So it does at all. I don't know much about love, though. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your course sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded, though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation Jaegers have than anything else. There are some people who can't even accept their existence, like Laura. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice. Bree and Fee brought the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the cavity's flower bed to plant the seeds. We're having a cutscene with Fee at Harper Nicholson. Apparently, Fee's actually doing work in the gardening club. Who would have thought? That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow up big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Is that it? Okay, so not as hilarious as Fee's usual bits, but I'm guessing the reason for that was because it was trying to be a more heart-to-heart moment about Fee's time in the Jaeger Corps, so that was interesting. It describes as a big family. Intriguing. Link level 3. Counterattack? Cover? What? What is this? Yeah, I mean, for a comedy perspective. Yeah, but that's not every... Sometimes the feds a partner from an attack having damage? Nice! Alright, where's Fee? What does this do? Counterattack. Sometimes counterattacks foe when partners attack. That's actually really good. In that case, I think it'd be prudent to speak with Laura, chat. The reason I say that, one, it might give us a little bit more perspective of what's happening between her and Fee this chapter, but two, it would let Laura get the counterattack link, which would actually be super useful. What is this? Oh, Fee seeds. Oh, I know, right, Draco? Fee and Emma's personalities are complementary, aren't they? They should bloom in a few months if I raise them, right? I don't know if I can, though. You'll do fine, trust me. I suppose. I hope they don't require any actual effort. Alright. I'm curious about something. Can we... Oh. Where's the recipes? Here we are. Okay, so no, we cannot. We only have, we don't have any people in our party yet, so we can't do that. No exploit tonight, chat. Alright. Well, we'll be speaking with Laura for our final free day event, but I think I'll save that for next time since it is 8:30 and I do need to get some sleep, so... Thank you all so much for dropping by. I really do appreciate it. We will be doing a raid tonight. But if you're watching on YouTube and you liked what you saw, please consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. You can always change your mind later. It's a great way to show support. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you have an awesome night.